This is just Bob Bowman, and I'm coming at you with another video. In this video, I am going to be talking about the pros and cons of being single, living by yourself, especially when you're in your early middle life. And I'm in my 40s, so I'm. Some people say I'm middle age. Some people say I'm close to being middle age. Um, and first, I want to start off with the pros of it. Like one thing is that I've had apartments before. So I've lived by myself plenty of times before. I've had several apartments by myself. So me living by myself isn't new, but it is different living in a house than living in an apartment. Like in a house, you don't have people above you or below you. You don't have like you have neighbors, but they not like on your wall. You know what I'm saying? There's space there. You have to take care of the maintenance yourself, in that house. You can't just call the maintenance man and they'll fix it and you don't get charged for it. Like whatever needs to be fixed, you're responsible for it and you have to pay the price with a house. That's the difference between owning and renting. And then I have a lawn that I have to mow and I have to trim the bushes and take care of all the weeds and anything else that grows I need to trim down or cut off. Like that's all on me. If the house need painting, I have to do that. If I need to replace the tub or the toilet or the sink or the faucets, I have to do that. Even though I have all that responsibility, including the property taxes, including higher bills with a house, I do like this feeling of being a homeowner. Um, I can come in and out whenever I feel like it. I don't have anybody that's super nosy about what's going on in my house because I usually stay by myself. If I wanted to entertain a young lady, regardless of if she's just a regular young lady or 304, I could do that. Like I have that power to do that. However, I'm learning how to adjust with my new environment and I'm doing it by myself. And I enjoy it. I love it. I really love living by myself. However, recently I really started feeling the cons of living by myself with nobody to depend on. And if things get tough, I know that it's gonna fall all on me. Like nobody else is here to help me. Nobody is here to support me. I have to do everything on my own. And last week, I had a traumatic experience happen to me. I was in a car accident already back in February, and it took me a week to recover. But I was back to my normal business after that week, and I got the car fixed, and everything was good. This time around, it's a little bit different. I was riding in my reliable rust bucket, and I was hit, rear-ended by someone who didn't have insurance, who wasn't a citizen here, and he got citations or whatever. And I didn't think that I was hurt that bad until I tried to get out and move around, and I was having a hard time moving. My back and my chest was hurting. They had to take me to the hospital to get X-rays and make sure that I was okay. They didn't find anything wrong with me structurally, and they gave me some medication. They gave me a prescription to fill out at a local Walgreens, and I went home. Um, the next day, I had to get up early so I could get a copy of the police report. I had to jump through hoops several times to get the SUV out of this towing company's possession, and I had to pay money out of pocket for that, and that was a hassle. I got the SUV where I needed it to go, and then I had to go and pick up the prescription and do certain things, and I had to take 2 days off of work because it was just a lot and it was overwhelming. I had to put in a claim for my car. I had to let the insurance company know what happened. I called about getting a lawyer to sue, and that was a hassle, and I don't even want to get into the whole details of that. So the first day after the accident, I was ripping and running, taking care of stuff. And then the second day, I allowed myself to rest because I really needed to rest. Wednesday rolled around, I was back at work. I was hurting, but I felt okay. But when Thursday hit, it was a different story. Like I was dizzy, nauseous, felt like I was going to fall out. My stomach was hurting. My back and chest was like on fire. And this is even after taking medication and stuff like that. So, you know, like I let people in my family know what was going on with me, but they can't really do anything for me because they live so far and they have limited resources. And I'm the one here that have a decent amount of resources right now. So it was hard to deal with. It was hard to deal with by myself. Um, I already was having struggles with adjusting to this new lifestyle that I'm living and learning how to schedule things and learning how to adapt. I was dealing with that already, and I was just like, damn, you know, in life there's pros and cons to everything, you know. And then I had to just understand that this is part of the situation, the circumstances, and I already made my decision on what I was planning on doing with my life, and I have to roll with it, whether it's good or bad. And I made a decision to just keep pushing with what it is that I'm trying to do and to keep myself motivated to keep going forward in spite of all the setbacks that I'm having. I'm still going to push myself until I get what it is that I need in my life. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go out this evening. I'm going to enjoy myself. I have some relatives that's going to come over for the weekend, and it's great that they come in for the weekend and I get a chance to see them and get everything off of my mind for a little bit. Um, and I'm doing better with what it is that I'm trying to do. And I made up my mind on what it is that I'm going to do in my life. And it's nothing that can stop me. And even if I have a lot of people speaking negatively about me, I mean, that comes with the territory. Like I made my decision. And whether it's good or bad, that happens from that decision, I have to hold myself accountable and I got to stay the course. Either I will do a course correction or I will learn from it and then start back from the drawing board. I, any way it go, I'm not going to give up. But I have to understand that tough times like this, it's a part of living by myself. Like I could have a stroke or something like that, and I have friends that's even younger than me that have health conditions, and they can end up in the hospital due to them. And I'm like, I'm not um, I'm not immune to that because it happened to me 4 years ago. So that's always on the back of my mind. And I know that I can't get into a relationship because I worry about stuff like that. Because if I do, that relationship isn't going to work out because I haven't gone into it for the right reasons. And I need to go into a relationship for the right reasons, not for, oh, because what if this happened to me or what if that happened to me? Like, we all going to die eventually. So I have to learn how to put my trust in the Most High even more so than I have before, and that's what I plan on doing. And with that being said, this is just Bob Bowman. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.